I'm in Goldsmith at the Master of Fine Arts exhibition. That's happening today, and on special invitation, of course. Yeah, so basically, this is the first year students, what they've been able to achieve. It's amazing work, and I really like some of it. It's quite a big exhibition. It's very close to Deptford Bridge and the Lewisham College there. As you can see, the artwork's really interesting, a lot of conceptual work and interesting sort of ideas. Like this work here, it's like modern African style of sort of drawings and stuff. I don't know if you can see it. And there's some sort of like applique thing on cloth there where you can put different colours and stuff. It's I don't know the artists, they weren't here, so I can actually introduce myself to them or get to know a little bit more. But yeah, very interesting. Love the space. It was on for a short while, from 6 till 9. Took us a little while to find it, but yeah, we're here. It's a nice vibe outside, as you can see. It's quite a big space, so lots and lots of interesting things to see. I'm just going to have a quick look at something, and so you can get an idea what's going on. Very interesting. I like this duck, this swan or duck or something. Very interesting, and also what's on the wall there. Fascinating. Yeah, also you've got like installations, you've got screens with film. Very nice sort of environment. I must say, clean, and some of it's not so clean. Some areas where they're working and stuff like that, They're not so clean. Someone's been working so hard. It's probably an installation. No, not sure, but oh, look at that. Lots and lots of nuts on the floor. And and a nice warm lighting at the top there. I love it. Yes, you can see all the art students all sort of, chit-chatting, getting to know each other, conceptualising thoughts and all that sort of stuff. Very interesting. Yeah, a bit like when I was studying. I don't know what this is, all tongues or something, different, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, and then you've got this sort of exhibition here. It's different. Nice bit of lighting, I'm called Alex. I do like her work. So we met her not so long ago, and she was trying to explain whether I saw it, and I was like, not too sure. But now I've seen it, Alex, it's cool, I was getting a bit worried, you know what I mean? Oh, look, these are art connoisseurs, experts, You can tell by the way she walks with her hand on her back, she knows what she's talking about.
Hi, I'm Taylor Bystrom. I'm an American transgender pop artist. And I've been making art about the created man, and I feel like Frankenstein's monster is the perfect way to tell this story because it's a story about miscommunication. And I also feel like the original text of Mary Shelley versus the language that's used today by trans-exclusive radical feminists is still very important. And so I'm just trying to tell a story but kind of make people laugh using some darker themes but a lot of bright colors, and I just want people to engage with it. So.
And in terms of the transgender aspect, what do you find most difficult in terms of engaging with people about the transgender?
Yeah, I think relationships are actually the hardest part about transitioning. It's not actually the medical side of it. It's really trying to establish these relationships with people because people are always afraid of what they don't understand. So like if you're on dating apps, people won't match with you because you're trans. Like they don't even give you a chance to like explain yourself. Like you don't have any way to explain yourself except being yourself, 100% authentically you. And I think that that's kind of like what we need right now, especially like coming from the United States where things are so messy right now.
And in terms of art, what drew you to art?
My favorite artist is Roy Lichtenstein, and I understood that I wanted to do pop art when I saw Roy Lichtenstein's Crystal Bowl with Fruit, and it was just absolutely spectacular, and so it changed my life. And because I didn't grow up with queer artists, I grew up very like hardcore conservative Christian background. I was a missionary kid, all this stuff, and so for me that was like the closest thing I could get to like queer artists and pop art. It was all part of that block for me, and I've just been so interested in it.
And are you plugged into the community here in the UK?
I just went to the first London Trans Pride, so it's like historic so excited to be a part of that, and I've been really trying to give to charities. So I just donated a painting recently back in the States. I'm still trying to find places to give to here in the UK. But yeah, it's been really, really cool just like helping LGBT youth.
Fantastic. Can you talk me through your work?
Yeah, of course. So this piece, all of my work, every piece I have, it's all about the letter T. So all my titles included, they're all about T. So this piece right here is Treasure. It's just kind of like a snapshot into my life. I put teeth in everything because I feel like trying to get trans rights is like pulling teeth with the government. Mm-hmm. And hockey was the first sport that I played as a man, and so my character wears a lot of like hockey jerseys. And so, you know, I've got my hormones, I've got my antidepressants. Religion was such a big part of my life, and I actually believe in God more now than I did before, because, you know, you're kicked out of youth groups. You're being like, this piece right here is called Tongues, and it's about being like prayed in, people were praying in tongues and laying hands on me and trying to like get me to not be who I was, and I didn't know what else to do. And so this one's called Tremendous Disruption, because Donald Trump is the biggest pain in my butt. Mm-hmm. And then Timberman, I was a competitive wood chopper at my last college and university, and it was like one of the most macho things I ever did, and I didn't come out to anybody until after I did it. So I was competing with men, doing power chop, single buck saw, I was throwing axes, I was doing all that. So that was part of my life. And then this piece is They Can't Hate You More Than You've Already Hated Yourself. Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of coming to terms with the body and understanding like how that fits in and where I fit in. And this one's called Takeaway, and it's just about like all the surgeries that I've had. Trapped in Pussy, Toil and Joy, Take Care When Minding the Gap, like 13th of November. This one's Taught Me Nothing. I do a lot with apples because I feel like the education system and like how it's either helping or hurting trans kids, and like especially with like bathroom laws and things like that. And then I just sold this one this morning. This one's top surgery in Florida because I had my chest surgery when I was 19. Okay. I started transitioning all by myself. My family didn't know where I was, what I was doing. I moved out when I was a teenager, and I just kind of took care of everything myself. So I paid cash for my chest. I had a hysterectomy. I did hormones all by myself. So when I came out to my parents, I looked like this already. And now I have a really great relationship with my family that I didn't have before, and I'm really, really grateful for it. So it's like super cool. Yeah. So we're all growing. We're all growing together.
And what about support? Do you have like a community, like friends that are also transgenders? Or?
Yeah. So I've got friends all over the world that are trans, and what I do is I use my Instagram account as a means to help other trans people. Like I leave my inbox open so anybody anywhere can message me anytime, and I can try and help them get the resources they need or just listen to them, because I feel like the internet is such a good tool to be able to help people and really like be there without actually having to physically like be in the same city or town that these people are in. So yeah,
fantastic. And tell me about your fashion.
Yeah. So I view fashion as like armor. Like for me, this is like, you know, I'm going out, I'm dressing, I'm 100% me. I make full suits. I make shoes on shoes on shoes, and I do the shoes for free because I just want to do this idea of take a walk in somebody else's shoes, and you're really trying to build a relationship with somebody, because it's not about money. Like I sell the rest of my work, but it means more to me if someone likes the shoes and they wear them out. I don't want them to keep it nice. Like I can always retouch them up, but it means more to me when people are like, oh, my trans friend Taylor made these shoes. Like that's more to me than any payment I could get. So I really am going into more suits and jackets. I've got a silk scarf line coming out with Furious Goose, hopefully before Halloween, and just trying to get in on everything.
Good for you. So, what are the eyes on the?
It's just like I used to have all these on a suit, so they're just they're more like confetti for my show today. But I used to have a suit that I made that was covered in these. They were all different. Every single one was different, and I did a performance piece in the bathroom here at Goldsmiths. And what it was is me wearing the suit, and I'd painted half of my face. And I just went in there and I brought everyone into the space with 3D glasses on, because this was just nuts. So I gave everybody 3D glasses, and I opened the stall door, and I just went in there and pulled my pants down and sat down and just sat there, and like people would one by one like come into the stall and like look at me, because like the bathroom has been one of the scariest places for me. Like I've been attacked in the bathroom before, and so what was the name of that piece? It was called Terrified, and it ended in EYED. So like with all the eyes, terrified, so there's a play on words.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Yeah. So that was just from a project from a while ago. Here's more of the...
I love that.
Thank you.
Really nice Taylor, that.
Thank you.
Yeah. How long does it take to do something like that?
This jacket took me. It's all hand painted. Everything is hand painted. They're all the paintings, all the clothes. Nothing is screen printed. Everything's hand painted.
Wow.
This jacket particularly, it took me about 2 weeks. But I bounce around. I paint on multiple things at once. Because like for my mental health, I have to make work every day. So I have to paint every day because it just keeps me more normal than like, you know, taking medicine or drugs or drinking. Like I just have to work instead, and I feel like that is my medicine and my answer to everything. So
that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, and then this Donald Trump one, how did that come about?
Yeah, so Donald Trump, basically, I painted this when I found out that he was doing the ban on the transgender individuals in the military. Just because I think that's really twisted. Like, number one, I wouldn't want to be in the military because it's just not my thing. But also, I feel like if you're willing to serve your country and risk your life, then you should be able to do that and not have to be banned from the military. It's just another way of making money. And for people, you know, when you're trans, like you don't know where you're going to get hired. Like I've been fired from jobs because of being trans. Like when I came home from surgery, I got fired from a job. And for me, it's like, you can't always get that work. I was a drag performer for a long time, but for some of these people, like the military is their livelihood, and you're telling them that they can't serve, and it's just messed up. So he's done a lot of other stuff, but that's when I made this piece, because he called trans people in the military a tremendous disruption. So he just made my job easy for me because he started it with a T. So
that's good. And how long does it take you to do these pieces?
Oh, not as long. It takes me much longer to do the clothing. I can do a piece like this in a couple days.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
and
even the big ones.
What's the medium?
Acrylic paint, just for the drawing aspect, because I really like to work fast as I can, and so it's important that it dries right off the bat.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
So, which one of these can I adopt to home?
Anyone you like. Really? They are all for sale except for that one up there in the corner.
Yeah, which is gone.
Yeah.
Amazing. You're really good at what you do. I like it.
Thank you so much.
And it's like you've got
I really appreciate it.
It's not just a niche, but it's the transgender movement, if you want, needs a voice like you.
Well, I just feel like there's just not. It's just so hard to get that point across, and so many people that have come out are already celebrities, kind of thing, and so people already have an opinion about it one way or the other. And so I just feel like it's really important to express these ideas, especially for me. Like religion was just such a big part of my upbringing. I know there's a lot of queer kids out there that believe in God, and they have these families, and they don't want to feel the way that they do, and they end up trying to fix themselves for years. And I just want them to be like, no, like, you know what, you're okay. You can believe whatever you want to believe. You're loved. You can be wherever you want to be. Like, you know, because for me, that's how it came about. Like I hated God. I hated God so much, and I just couldn't understand why all these things were happening in my life. And I just feel like, you know, to be able now I feel like I'm closer with God than I've ever been in my life, and I feel like the main people that are against what I do are people that feel that it's threatening, and so I just want to come in and just be like, no, like that doesn't work. Like we're all just people, and we all just want to be happy, and you know, you can't help it that you need to do this. Yeah, for me, I was very impressed with Tyler. What he's doing is amazing in terms of transgender stuff, but you know, not even that, he's a really brilliant artist. It's kind of comical, you know, like cartoonish, but again, that gives it the pop art element. And obviously there's a picture of him, which is on the wall there. Yeah, so it's transgender. Used to be female, and it's more of a man, but still got the private parts. And this is the bit he's done. He's President of the United States. And some of it's 3D, you know, some of the T, he likes to paint with T in it, and basically jump out at you. And yeah, I really rate him, he's pretty cool. It's coming up nice, yeah?